Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you about my highlighter collection. I recently just did the all face highlighter challenge, and if you haven't seen that, I will link that for you down below. And I just realized basically how many different highlighters I have, so I thought it'd be fun to do a video on my collection and tell you what I have, what I think about them, what I like. So me personally, I tend to go for the warm toned highlighters, as I am very warm undertoned, and those are the ones that suit me a lot. But I have got a little bit of a mixture of them, so it's not all the same warm undertoned highlighters. So the first two highlighters I'm going to talk to you about are actually the only cream highlighters I have in my collection. And the first one is this Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer, and I absolutely love this highlighter. This is so pigmented and so gorgeous, I cannot tell you. As you can see, it just blends out so nicely, but it is super pigmented. You can just see that, and it just leaves an absolutely gorgeous sheen to the face. Now I actually wear this in loads of different ways, so I can wear this underneath my foundation, I can wear this mixed in with my foundation. So for example, if I've got more of a matte foundation, if I mix this in, it gives me a really nice dewy effect. And also sometimes I just add it to the high points of my cheek, like my cheekbones, over my foundation, and then I will just put a powder highlighter on top, and it will just intensify my highlight really nicely. So the next one I have is the Benefit High Beam. I've actually only got a sample because I was given this in my Birchbox, and it's something that I wanted to try out for a really long time, so I'm really happy with it. And again, I absolutely love this. So whereas the Josie Maran highlighter is more of a gold highlighter, this one's more of a pink one, but once it's blended out, it's actually not that pink, so I can get away with it. And as you can see, it is a gorgeous highlight, but it's very subtle, and it's nowhere near as intense as the Josie Maran one. With the Josie Maran, you have to use a really small drop, and it goes a long way, whereas this one, you can actually just build it up a little bit just to give you a really nice sheen, and you can just see it's just a gorgeous sheen, and that's what I really love about this. I wouldn't put this underneath my foundation. I would just put this over my foundation, just on the high points of my cheek, and then just add another highlight on top to intensify my highlight. So the next one is actually MAC's Soft and Gentle, and this is actually one of the first highlighters I ever bought, and it is a Mineralized Skinfinish. This is a gorgeous highlighter that suits so many different people. It's basically a goldy peachy champagne color, and it's just so, because it's a mineralized skin finish, it's actually just really soft. I'm just going to show you a swatch, and there you go. As you can see, it just gives you a really beautiful sheen. Now this one, it does have very small specks of glitter in it, but it's not chunky, and they don't actually show that much on your face. This is one of those highlighters that if you're stuck, you can just put a bit of Soft and Gentle on, and it just goes with so many different looks. It's not the most intense highlighter I have, but that's what I love about it. If I want to go for something a bit more subtle, then I will go for Soft and Gentle, and it's one of those highlighters I think everyone should really have in their collection. So the next highlighter I have is this one from Topshop, and it's in the colour Sunbeam. Now this is a gorgeous yellow gold highlighter, and I love this, as when I first bought this, I didn't have anything like this in my collection. It's really finely milled and really smooth and really buttery, and it is really pigmented. So I'm just going to show you a swatch now, and you can see like how gold and yellow this is, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It leaves you with a really nice sheen on the face. It's not chunky, and it just goes on beautifully and blends out really nicely. And the thing that I love about this is that it's just a really different color to anything I have in my collection, and it's really affordable. I think it's about £10 from Topshop. It's also quite buildable, and I think if you've got warm yellow undertones in your skin, this would look absolutely gorgeous on you. So the next highlighter I've got is actually this Clinique Shimmering Tones powder in the colour in the pink. So I was actually given this as a present from a friend, and I actually really like this. As you can see, it's a really gorgeous pink colour, and it's really smooth and really creamy. I don't actually have anything like this in my collection, so I'm just going to show you a swatch. So as you can see, it's very pink, and it's very subtle. So it's not a bam in your face highlighter. This is a really subtle highlighter. I actually use this also as a blush topper, and it just looks gorgeous, especially in the summer. I think if you are lighter skin toned, or if you've got pink undertones in your skin, this would look absolutely gorgeous on you. I also tend to use this as an eyeshadow, as I really love the colour, and with a bit of Fix Plus, it just looks absolutely gorgeous on the eyelids. So the next highlighters I'm going to talk to you about, I'm actually going to bunch together, as I feel as though they're very similar in colour and texture, so I don't want to talk about them individually. I just want to talk to you about them as a group. And the 4 highlighters are Mako Darling, Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood, Kiko 208 and Laura Gellar Gilded Honey. Now basically these are all dupes for each other. They are a gorgeous golden highlighter and they are very similar once you have actually put them on your cheek. I've actually done a whole separate video dedicated to these 4 highlighters, which I will leave a link for you down below, and in that video I just talked to you a little bit more in depth about each individual highlighter and what the differences between them are. Now to be honest, the main difference between these 4 is just the texture, but once you put them on you can't actually tell the difference between them. This is Max Oh Darling and this was a limited edition extra dimension skin finish that came out. So that's Oh Darling. So this is Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood. So that one's So Hollywood and that one's Oh Darling. This is the Kiko Watershed eyeshadow in the colour 208. So the Kiko one is the one at the top. And this is Laura Gellar's Gilded Honey. And this is Laura Gellar's Gilded Honey. So as you can see, they are so similar in colour and so similar in payoff. They are also a dupe for MAC's Whisper of Guilt and also Estee Lauder's Heat Wave. So if you ever wanted one of those, one of these 4 is actually a dupe for that as well. I absolutely love gold highlighters. I think they look so nice on someone of warm undertones. But now personally speaking, you don't actually need all 4 highlighters. They are so similar, and what I absolutely love is that whatever your budget is, you can afford this type of golden highlighter. So obviously Anastasia Beverly Hills and Mako Darling are the most expensive. Then you've got Laura Gellar, which is kind of an in-between, and then you've got the Kiko one, which I think I got on sale for like £4 or £5 from the Kiko website. So you can easily pick one up depending on your budget. So the next highlighters I'm going to talk to you about are actually my Becca highlighters, and honestly speaking, texture wise, these are the most buttery, creamy highlighters I own out of everything, and they are so pigmented. They are absolutely gorgeous. They just feel so buttery to the point where they actually feel a bit like a cream product. You feel as though you could actually just press the pigment in the pan, and it's just so, I don't know how they've done it, but the formula is amazing. So the first one I've ever got was Becca's Opal, and this is more of a peachy light gold colour, and it is just gorgeous. When I first got this, I was so excited. It was always just sold out, and I was lucky enough to actually finally get it. And as you can see, it's just so buttery, so creamy, and it just looks amazing on the skin. And I find when I put these on, it just gives you that wet highlighter look, so it looks as though you're glowing from within. And the second highlighter I've got from Becca is the Champagne Pop, which is the collection, which is the collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. You can tell from the name, it's a bit more of a champagne gold colour. It's got exactly the same creamy buttery texture as Opal. Both of these, both Opal and Champagne Pop, I just think suit so many different types of skin tones and skin colours. These are honestly hands down one of my favourite highlighters, and whenever these run out, I will definitely be repurchasing these. So the next one I've got is actually this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's in the colour Starlight. And as you can see, it's a very light highlighter, and usually I wouldn't go for a highlighter like this, but I loved So Hollywood so much, and I love the texture of it so much that I really wanted to get my hands on Starlight. And I do actually use this. I've just got to use this with a really light hand and just make sure that I blend it out properly. So as you can see, it's lighter than anything that I actually have in my collection, and it's completely unique to anything I have in my collection. I would tend to wear this usually if I do like a cool toned makeup look, and also I use it as an eyeshadow. It's actually gorgeous as a inner corner highlight or a brow bone highlight. And also what I do sometimes is, if I do want to wear it, I'll actually just mix it in with one of my other highlighters. So I'll mix it in with Oh Darling, or I'll mix it in one of the other gold peachy highlighters that I have, and therefore it just becomes a bit more wearable for me. And obviously Starlight will look absolutely gorgeous on lighter skin tones. So the next one I have is my Mary Illuminizer from the Balm Cosmetics, and wow, this is probably my most pigmented highlighter that I have, and this one can pack a punch. You've got to use this with a really subtle hand and a really light hand, because this one you can easily go overboard with. I heard so much buzz about this highlighter when it first came out, and I was dying to get my hands on it, and honestly I just wasn't disappointed at all. So as you can see, this is super pigmented, and you can just see the glow that it gives, and this was literally just one swatch. This is absolutely gorgeous, and if you want to glow from outer space, this is the highlighter that you want to wear. It's a really affordable highlighter in the sense that It's not as expensive as your high-end highlighters, and in the UK you can actually now just pick this up from Superdrug, and also it just suits so many different types of skin tones. So the next highlighters I'm going to talk to you about are actually these, and these are actually the Sleek Solstice palette. It comes with 4 different highlighters, and you've got one cream product, which is this one. These 2 are baked, and this is a shimmering powder. You've got a yellow gold highlighter, you've got a more champagne peachy gold highlighter, you've got a lilac highlighter, and then you've also got this cream highlighter. And honestly guys, this is such a great palette. The 2 baked ones are super pigmented. I wouldn't say they're as pigmented as my Mary Lou, but they probably come a good second. You've got to use this with a really light hand, and what I love is that I can actually wear both of these colours and they both suit me, and I absolutely love that. This one is a much more subtle highlight compared to these 2. This is just classified as a shimmering powder, but again it's just a gorgeous yellow gold highlighter, and if you want to go for more of a subtle look, then you probably want to go for this one. And even the cream one I have actually worn, and this is something that I would probably wear just over my foundation, and I would just dab it onto my cheekbones, and then I would probably go over the cream highlighter and set it with one of these 2 just to give it a bit more impact. So this is the cream highlighter in the palette. So it just gives you a really nice subtle sheen. So this is the shimmering powder, which is the yellow gold highlighter. And as you can see, it's got a little bit, to me it looks like it's got a little bit of white in it as well. And it's just really, really subtle. So this is the lavender colour, and you can just see the difference between this one and the shimmering powder. And you can see how much more pigmented and what a punch this one packs. And this is the gold highlighter in the collection. So you can see the difference between these 2 and the shimmering powder, and I absolutely love it. This colour is probably my favourite out of all of them, but I just love the fact that I can use this whole palette, I can use every colour, and I think it will just suit so many different skin tones. And the fact that it's so affordable, it cost me I think $9.99 from Boots, so you can just go to your local Boots or Superdrug and pick this up. Well, actually the highlighter that I'm wearing today, I'm wearing the gold one today. So you can just see what a glow it gives you. It's absolutely stunning. So the next highlighter I've got is again another one from Sleek, and it's actually this one, and it comes in the face contour kit, and this is the shade medium. And so you've got a contour powder and a highlighter, and it's a peachy slightly gold highlighter, and there's the swatch. So it's a beautiful subtle highlighter, so it goes on really nicely, but it can be just a little bit on the powdery side, but not too much, and it does give you a really nice subtle glow. So if you're looking for something on the subtle side, then this is a really good one to go for. So it comes in this really nice sleek compact case, so it's really good for travel, and it's just a really nice everyday highlighter. And finally, the last highlighters I'm going to talk to you about are again from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it is the Glow Kit, and I've got the one in That Glow, which looks like this. And these come with 4 different highlighters, and I absolutely love this. This is just brilliant. So you've got the colour Sunburst, which is more of a yellow gold colour. So this is quite similar to Topshop's Sunbeam, not exactly the same, but very similar in colour. And before I got this Topshop, the Topshop one was the only one I had of this colour in my collection. Then you've got Bubbly and Dripping Gold, which are gold highlighters, and to me these 2 are very similar. And then you've got the top one, which is Golden Bronze, and this would suit someone of darker skin tones. This is a bit too dark for me to wear as a highlight, but I use this as a bronzer topper. So this one is Sunburst, which is the yellow gold one. Then you've got Bubbly and Dripping in Gold, so you can see that they're very, very, very similar in colour. And then finally you can see you've got Golden Bronze, and like I said, this would suit someone with a darker skin tone and it would look absolutely gorgeous on you. So compared to the Anastasia Illuminators like So Hollywood and Starlight, these are not as pigmented as those. These are more of a subtle glow and subtle highlight. So if you want to pack a punch, I would say go for the Illuminator. So that's my highlighter collection, guys. I hope this video has been helpful and you have enjoyed it. So let me know if there's a highlight out there that you guys absolutely love and I haven't got or I haven't tried yet, because I just love highlighters. I just don't think you can have enough of them in your life. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.